So hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, lovely to meet you, and if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you for sticking with me during these trying times, let's call them. So today's haul is going to be from B&M. Now, I hadn't planned to go to B&M because the one near us is, at least, I'm not driving at the moment, it's the medication I'm on, so it's a bike ride away, but that's fine. Anyway, I saw on a fellow YouTuber's channel, Emma's Lifestyle. Absolutely love the stuff she does. She does some hauls, fashion, try-ons, really enthused and happy type of person. Just what I like watching. Anyway, she had this gorgeous, in her bedroom, a mirrored letter. And I thought, that is just me. I need to get one of those. I need a B, and possibly an A and B for Alan and Belinda. So off I went on my bike, rucksack, only an A, no Bs. Absolutely. You know when you get so excited? I was like approaching them, I could see them in the store. Got closer, no B jumped out at me. Started having a look around and the disappointment hit. Anyway, I did manage to get quite a lot of other stuff, what I could carry back, including some homeware, so I'm going to share that with you now. But let's get the boring bits out the way, a bit of food that I picked up as well. So, let's start with this. Alan, my husband, has 3 sugars in his coffee. 3 of these little rascals, Demerara, and during lockdown, all types of sugar have been really hard to get hold of, haven't they? Anyway, saw this one, £1.49 for a kilo, which is a really good price, and it's Tate and Lyle. I then saw these, random I know, little portions of milk. So where I work, people tend to use each other's milk, and then there's never any left. So I like to have a little secret stash in the cupboard for emergencies. If we get visitors or anything, it's a bit embarrassing if you haven't got any milk, isn't it, to make a drink. So I had a look at these. I thought, well, I bet they've got a very good shelf life. But it is till September 20, so got a good few months left. How many do you get? 10, I think it is. And each one, I thought they were going to be quite high in calories, but they're not. Each one's only 5 calories, so I'm wondering if it's skimmed milk. At 39 pence for those. I thought that was great to have in my drawer. A packet of quinoa. I actually thought this was an Aldi own brand, because I've had it from there quite a few times. It's Mediterranean quinoa, so it's quinoa, Mediterranean quinoa with wheat berries, tomatoes, and black olives. And it says on it, it's great with feta cheese. But what I do is I'll heat it through, and then I sprinkle or crumble into it goat's cheese. Absolutely magnifique. These portions make me laugh. They reckon they're for 2 people. Absolutely no way. Only £1. Same price as Aldi. I was delighted to see these, of course. Skinny whips. Oh, I must admit, during lockdown, because I've not been going to all the cheaper shops, Home Bargains is where I normally get mine from, I have run out. I did have quite a stash, but I've eaten them all. Anyway, I did pick some up in Home Bargains the other day, but they've now all gone, 3 boxes. So I grabbed 2 of these, 99 pence, double chocolate. Didn't have any other flavours, but I like those, so job's a good one. Spotted this as I was walking through the rest of the food stuff. Love this. We drink this a lot, but I've never seen it in B&M in the decaf version, which is the one we like. So it's Nescafe Azera, and it's like barista coffee. If you like quite a nice tasting coffee, I do think with coffees you get what you pay for. I have to be honest. We did have a coffee machine, and we used to buy so many beans for it, and Alan got the taste for a really expensive one from Whittards, and it used to cost me a fortune going and getting it, but thankfully he's quite happy with this. So it's normally about £6 full price, which I never pay for it. I always wait until Tesco have an offer on, and in B&M it's £3, so that's about the same as Tesco. So just got one of those. So Alan's been doing quite a bit more cooking. He likes to do sorry if you can hear something squeaking, it's my chair. he likes to do like a one pot sort of thing, and he's been using a pressure cooker. So we've been getting a few different herbs and spices and bits and bobs for him. And the other day he said to me, oh, we haven't got any garlic or chilies. I said, worry not, Alan. Yes, we have. We haven't got any fresh ones, but I've got some of those lazy ones, lazy garlic, lazy chilies. Anyway, didn't have those in B&M, but what they did have were these. These are little tubes. So you've got a chili pepper spice puree, the real thing without chopping, and the same thing with garlic puree. 79p each. Have they got a use by date on them? Yes, they must have. Oh, May 21, so another year's worth. What I tend to do with these, because I have had similar before, once you open them, pop them in the fridge just to keep them nice and fresh. But I really, we were talking about it actually, and we both said, because we both have very busy full-time jobs, we train a lot, I do YouTube, Alan's got some hobbies that he does. Cooking, I think we both enjoy it, but until we retire, it's a means to an end. It's a means to just fueling our bodies. So we don't tend to go in for the really long cooking process meals. I mean, I love a nice tasting meal, nice tasting food, but we are a bit all about convenience at the moment, so these are right up our street. And then I grabbed a couple of these, got one for mum and dad and one for me. Tomato and Mediterranean herb sea salt. Got loads and loads of different grinders in our cupboards. So what we're thinking about doing, because they're in the cupboard, you don't know where they are, and every time you try to grab one, they fall over. And I was thinking of doing like a lazy Susan with them, spinning them around. If you don't know what that is, you might have to just look it up. But I think what we're going to do instead is, where the pressure cooker is in the bread maker, sorry I keep flicking my hair around, I'm not used to wearing it down. These beautiful curls have been created by using a Dyson Airwrap. I'm just trying to perfect the art of it, and then I shall be doing plenty of videos on it, but I think I've perfected it today, so I'm really chuffed. Right, back to the spices. So where the pressure cooker is, we've got room for a shelf, so I think we're going to put a shelf in there, and then we're going to put, in fact I'll show you, if I can get some more of these. I got these from Poundland, they're absolutely gorgeous, quite big as well. So we'll put in those rice, lentils, chickpeas, all the dry sort of things, and then we'll have a load of the spices. I've got a really big double spinner spice rack with loads of stuff on it, and then loads of these little ones, which I think I shall put in some sort of basket or something. But yeah, oh, that looks like it's got a maggot in it. It's not, thankfully. It's a bit of onion. And then a few bits on here now to go into a parcel I'm sending to mum and dad. Separate video on that. Two of these, I got a shepherd's pie mix and a sausage casserole mix. Both Coleman's, 49p each. These are great to have in the cupboard. They're jacket potato toppers by John West. So these are the tuna with a lime and black pepper dressing. I've had these a lot. They last for ages. April 22, so great to have in the cupboard. You know when you fancy a jacket potato and you can't be bothered to open a tin of tuna? These are your answer. 89p each. Right, that's all the food stuff done. Let's move over to a bit of beauty and care. So said to mum, is there anything that you need me to send this time? Are you running short on anything? And there was a couple of items that she listed saying she couldn't get in her local Aldi or Lidl. So would I mind picking them up? Absolutely fine, of course. Foam burst. She loves foam burst like I do. In fact, my mum and dad like it. She just said any fragrance, and there was only this one left on the shelf. Which will go actually, I think, in their bathroom. So it is the unicorn marshmallow one. I've had this myself, £1.99, very nice. She wanted some sort of facial moisturiser. Not bothered about brands. Mum's not a brand snob, not at all. Neither am I actually, but you know. So she said she wanted some facial moisturiser. I wasn't sure which one to get, but I saw this and I thought Nivea, you can't go wrong with. So it's a Nivea Soothing Day Cream for sensitive skin, which she's not necessarily got, but with an SPF of 15 in it as well. £2.50. If any of you have tried this and it's worth me giving it a go, can you let me know in the comments down below, please? Because it's a lot cheaper than the Clinique one I use. I grabbed these for myself. Great big carton full. 150 tablets, but you do have to take between 1 and 3 a day. These are glucosamine and sulfate. These are for like healthy joints. I think these help possibly with things like hair and nails as well. I did take a separate hair and nails tablet, but I've run out. So I'm going to have these, and because I do a lot of cycling and running, this is great for my joints. £2.99 for those. I was just wondering where the tube of Germaline's gone that I'd bought them, and I dropped the little one of these and it ended up in the bin, so thankfully I found it. £1 for a tube of that was on Mum's list. And then over to a few bits for me. I always have a look for false nails when I go in B&M, because they often stock brands, the Elegant Touch brand, which I really like. I like their nails. I've got some of those on today. Did not disappoint. Look at these Bobby Dazzlers. Look at those beauties. Quite long, but I like them. They're like a corally pink colour, absolutely lovely. £2.99, that's all they were. So that is really good, because in Boots they're at least £6 or £7 for a pack. So really pleased with those. They're in stiletto shape. Pick these up as well. Not sure if I've had these before. Pink Paradise Power Pout. These are coffin shape, which means at the end they've got sort of a blunt end. £2.99. And then I have had these before, and the nail saviour bit in these drew my attention to them. These are lovely. They're like an iridescent pink. And the nail saviour is actually quite expensive. So the whole set was £3.49. And I would say in Boots that would be at least probably £8.99. So that's a real find. And then finally in the beauty bit, pick one of these up. Not had one of these from B&M before, but I like the look of it. So it's a beauty blender, £1. Bright pink. Nice little shaped one there. In fact, it looks a little bit like the end of a man's... It's a bit rude. So if you've not used one of these before, a beauty blender is what you use to sort of blend your foundation. Little tip for you, obviously you know, well not everybody does, but you dampen it, so give it a good old soak through, squeeze as much of the water out as you can, and then cover it in a bit of tissue paper to draw out the rest of the moisture. These about double in size sometimes. I love it how they get so big, and they go really soft with the water. But yeah, get rid of the excess water by using a bit of tissue paper. Just as a little disclaimer, you're going to see me in this t-shirt on about 4 or 5 videos. I've done a binge day. So when you see different hairstyles, same t-shirt, it's because it was done on the same day. Always good to have a spare pack of batteries around. These are the AA's, and you get 10 in there for £1. Normally 8, got 2 free. Panasonic, bargain. Then I saw these two little rascals just sat on a shelf on their own. They weren't in the storage area, so I'm presuming somebody must have picked them up and just dumped them because they didn't want them. But I thought, yeah, I like those. I haven't got any purpose for them at the minute, but I thought for £1 each, they were just worth picking up, because no doubt at some point I'll need them for something. You may have already seen on another video that I bought some of this recently. It's the Fabulosa Disinfectant Spray. But I picked it up in a fragrance that I wasn't overly familiar with, and I didn't like it at all. So I said, next time I see the Wild Rhubarb one, I'm grabbing that one instead. And this is it. £1.79. I can't remember if this is cheaper in Home Bargains than that. I don't think it is. But this is certainly cheaper than the Dettol brand. You get 400ml in there. And I just like to have some of this at home, just in case I need it for anything. Quite good for just spraying things like... what I've been doing actually is spraying it in a tissue and wiping handles down. You have to be ever so careful with the spray disinfectant. People started spraying it on door handles, but the paint round it started stripping the paint off, so don't use that for that. But instead, spray it into a bit of tissue, and then you can wipe it wherever you need to. Lovely. A couple of bits of stationery next. Look at these, aren't these lovely? I love post-it notes as it is. I got a B and an E, both for £1. They're a gift, they're for me. And then I saw this pad. I don't need any more pads, but I actually quite like it because it's more of a jotter. You know, for when you want to make lists. I've got a lot of A5 pads or A4, but I don't necessarily like ripping pages out of them, whereas this with the rings at the top is perfect for that. So it's £1.99. They had it, I think this would be nice for kids as well. They had it, actually it probably is for kids, but they had it in orange, green, and then the pink. I don't think they have blue, but I think that'd make quite a nice gift paired with a pen and some maybe felt tips or something for someone. And then I spotted this next one. I was contemplating swapping it out for that other pad I've just shown you, but I then liked it, so I thought, no, stuff it, I'm getting both. Look at this. It's a mini clipboard. Isn't it cute? So like rainbowy there, and then it's got a pen, obviously, and then your little pad. Well, it says that, clipboard with notepad and pen. I thought that would be fabulous for shopping lists. You could even hang it up somewhere, and it's not too big. £2.99, which probably a little bit pricey, but I think that's lovely. So again, that with some pens and pencil cases and felt tips. Great present for someone, young or old really. Love it. And then I've got a few home items now, which I'm absolutely delighted with. So this next one I've seen in the store before, and you know when you see something, you don't buy it and think, oh, I wish I bought that. So this time when I saw it, I thought I'm having it. Here it is. It's like a, did they call it tempered? Sort of a battered heart, which you sit on its side. It's got like a flat side there. And it's sort of a gunmetal-y grey, actually. It's not really just silver, but this is going to go in my window in our bedroom. I think it will look really nice there. So that was just £4. Next up I saw this. I actually saw somebody else looking at it and I thought, I'd like one of those. I think I might change the ribbon out. It's black. Sorry, I've just taken a drink. A sip of a drink. I think, I might swap the ribbon out for something different, even if it's just maybe silver or something glittery. It's just a sign, a love sign, and it's sort of embossed with crystals. Not sure where I'm going to put that, but I thought I can't leave that. I really liked it. And it was £2.99. And then the next two, I can't decide which is my favourite. So I bought them both. Okay, first up is this. Look at that. You can see you propped up there where I'm filming. It's a mirror or candle plate. I'm not going to use it for candles, but it's got these little crystals in here. And in our bedroom, I've got quite a lot of mirrored stuff with crystals, so this is going to fit in a tree. So I think I'm going to put that, possibly, yeah, I think that's going to go on the top. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, that's going to go on my dressing table. I love this pot. I only just got it. It was from Wilko's. So that was just £3.99. They had round ones and they had square ones as well. And then this as well. Got to be careful not to flash you. So this, I don't know what you'd call these. Oh, it's a mirrored tray. Yeah, fair enough. Again, had square or round. And I think I'm going to put this at the side of the bed where I put my drink. Could prop my phone up in it. I need something to put my phone in instead of it being flat. Maybe the sweets or something that I have at the side of my bed. These were £5 each, and I thought that was absolutely lovely. So like I say, I picked up both. So are you proud of me for getting all that back on my bike? I don't know how I managed to. I was careful not to buy too much because I always buy too much and then I end up having to push my bike back from town or something like that. But yeah, I did get soaking wet though because it started raining. But nevertheless, everything got back, nothing got smashed. So win, win, win. So if you've enjoyed that and you're not subscribed to the channel, it'd be great if you wanted to hit the button and subscribe to me. Or if you want to leave a comment below and I'll always write back to you, or give me a big thumbs up. All of those sort of things help my channel to grow, which is obviously what I wanted to do. So that's it for now. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.